please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so we are back again for another episode of Hit or Miss, where I look at NHL teams' first round draft picks from 2005 through 2015 and determine if each pick is a hit or a miss. As you can probably tell from the jersey behind me, today we are doing the Colorado Avalanche. So before we get started, I just ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, as both of those things really help out the channel and are greatly appreciated. But let's get into it here. Colorado Avalanche first round draft picks from 2005 through 2015, starting in 2005, where they did not have a first round draft pick. So we're moving on already to 2006, where they selected 18th overall in the first round, and with that pick took right wing Chris Stewart. Mid-first round draft pick, I am calling Chris Stewart a hit, as he certainly flamed out pretty bad at the end of his career. There was a time where Chris Stewart was a very, very good NHL player and a big-time producing power forward. So Stewart played 668 games in the NHL, scoring 160 career goals, 162 assists for 322 career points and a -22 rating. He also was not afraid to fight and pick up the penalty minutes either. He was a big-time power forward and a highly sought-after power forward for a number of years in the NHL. I mean, he played for Colorado, he played for St. Louis, he played for Minnesota, he played for Buffalo, he played for Philadelphia. I know I'm probably missing. He played for Calgary. I knew I was missing one. Might still be, but he's played a lot of different places in the NHL, and he was a highly sought-after player in the early 2010s. Teams really wanted Chris Stewart, and there was a stretch there where he was a highly productive player. Now, that stretch did not last that long, and he definitely faded out and flamed out at the end. But there was a time when Chris Stewart was a very solid, second-line type power forward. So that pick for a mid-first round draft pick, I think, is a hit. Moving on to 2007, they selected 14th overall. And with that pick, they took defenseman Kevin Shattenkirk. And this pick, obviously a hit, as Shattenkirk has gone on to have, with the exception of that short time with the New York Rangers and Washington Capitals, a pretty good NHL career. He was absolutely outstanding with the St. Louis Blues. Had a very, very good career in St. Louis. Then he had a very so-so stint with the Washington Capitals, a downright disaster of a stint with the New York Rangers. But this past season, he really revived his career and got it back on track with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And he once again looks like a very solid top four defenseman in the NHL. Shattenkirk's played 679 games in the league, scoring 83 goals, 300 assists for 383 career points and a +10 rating. That pick, definitely a hit. 2008, they did not have a first-round draft pick, so we move on to 2009, where they had a top 5 pick, selecting 3rd overall in the NHL draft. And with that pick, they took center Matt Duchene. Now, that pick is a hit. Duchene is no longer with the Avalanche, as he's gone to Ottawa, Columbus, and now plays with Nashville. But Duchene has been a highly productive top 6 center throughout his NHL career, playing 793 career games, scoring 245 goals, 344 career assists for 589 career points and a -90 rating, as he's played on a number of bad teams. Almost 800 career games played, almost 600 career points. That pick is absolutely a hit, as Duchene has become a legitimate top-line center in the NHL. And that's what you're looking for. When you draft in the top 10 and in the top 5, you are looking for star players and top-level players. Matt Duchene has become a top-level player, top-level point producer in the NHL, as we see with 589 career points already. 2010, they selected 17th overall. And with that pick, they took center Joey Heishon. And that pick is absolutely a miss, as Heishon only played 13 career games in the NHL, scoring 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points and a -1 rating. And to be honest with you, I have never heard of Joey Heishon before doing this video. So he obviously did not last very long in the league. And I don't even remember him in the minors either. So That's definitely a miss there. In 2011, the Avalanche had the second overall pick in the NHL draft. And then with that pick, they took left wing Gabe Landeskog. That pick is obviously a hit, as Landeskog is still with the team to this day. He is the captain of the Avalanche. He's their top line left wing, and he's played 633 career games in the NHL, scoring 198 goals, 262 career assists, for 460 career points and a plus 36 rating. He has developed into a legitimate scoring winger and a very, very good player, and obviously great leader and captain as well for the Avalanche. They picked again in 2011 at 11th overall, and with that pick took defenseman Duncan Siemens. And this pick is a miss, as Siemens has only ever played 20 games in the NHL, scoring 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points and a -7 rating. Again, spent most of his career down in the AHL. Pretty good AHL player, big physical defensive defenseman, but never made it at the NHL level, so that pick is a miss. Big waste of an 11th overall pick right there. 2012, they did not have a first-round draft pick, so we move on to 2013. And they selected first overall. They won the lottery and got the first overall pick in the 2013 draft. And with that pick, they selected center Nathan MacKinnon. Now, do I need to say any more other than that? Obviously a hit, as MacKinnon has become one of the best players in the entire NHL. My pick for MVP this season in the league. Full-on superstar, 525 career games played, 190 goals, 305 career assists for 495 career points, a plus 39 rating, and just now starting to come into his prime. Nathan MacKinnon is an absolute superstar. He's going to be a legend in this league. He is one of the best players in the NHL right now. He is the best player on the Colorado Avalanche. And I think by the end of his career, he will be a more than point per game player in the NHL. Obviously, a massive hit there. In 2014, they selected 23rd overall. And with that pick, they took center Connor Bleakley. Now, that pick is definitely a miss, as Bleakley never played an NHL game. Zeros across the board for him. And obviously, that's not what you want with any first-round draft pick, so Bleakley is a massive miss. Moving on finally now to 2015, where they selected 10th overall, and with that pick took right wing Mikko Rantanen. Do I really need to say anything else? Obviously a hit, 281 career games played, 99 goals, 151 assists, 250 career points, and a -21 rating. Another guy who I think is going to be over a point per game when his career is all said and done. Over the past 2 or 3 years, he's absolutely exploded into being a star. And Rantanen, MacKinnon, and Landeskog are all still currently with the Avalanche, make up their first line, and it's one of the top first lines in the entire NHL. So obviously all of those picks really, really worked out. And Colorado, who is bad for a long time and had a lot of, we see third overall pick, second overall pick, first overall pick, 10th overall pick. They were drafting high for many years. Now, because they've drafted well, have become one of the top teams in the entire NHL. And that does it for this one, guys. Overall, this team has drafted well. We see hit after hit after hit here. Now, unfortunately, some of their early hits, Kevin Shattenkirk and Matt Duchene, were traded away. Chris Stewart was traded away, and they never really were hits for the Avalanche. They ended up, really breaking out with other teams, but they were still good draft picks, and that's what we're focused on here, the pick itself. But then, recently, they've had some misses, certainly. Heishan was a miss, Siemens was a miss, Bleakley was a big miss, but they've had some massive, massive hits as well. Gabe Landeskog, Nathan MacKinnon, and Mikko Rantanen, all drafted by the Avalanche, make up their first line, all massive stars now for the Colorado. Huge hits with those picks. So Colorado overall has drafted really, really well, and the big thing with them is when they've hit big, and that's really crucial to building a winning team, and that's what we see now with the Colorado Avalanche. So there you have it, guys. Hit or Miss Colorado Avalanche. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel, guys. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.